Good day, great day, and grand day to you all. Welcome back on another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. My name is Dr. Terry Audate, and today's topic is, who are you talking to in your head? A lot of you have all these elaborate conversations in your head, how you think you're going to act when somebody tells you something, how you think you're going to be when someone does something to you, or what you think may or may not happen, or just imagining these things that you are doing or talking about with others, or dark thoughts talking to you and telling you that you're no good and who you think you are, and all of that. All of that stuff, right? Now, there's a big difference between using imagination to bring forth an event or bring forth something that you want to come to fruition. So a big difference, right? But there's this energy or this behavior that induces some form of energy that makes us think that we are talking or having these elaborate thoughts and discussions in our head, and it makes us think that we're being productive, right? But you're in a situation, I can think of one right off the top of my head, right? You having a disagreement with someone, and you're thinking about everything you want to say, or how they think they're going to respond, or what you want to say, and how they're responding, and you're assuming all of these things in your head. Who is that you're talking to, right? And that's where a lot of communication is lost between relational situations, whether it's with mothers and fathers, whether it's with your siblings, whether it's with extended family, whether it's with your significant other. These are elaborate conversations that we're having in our mind, and we think that we're making progress. That is the primary cause of lack of communication within any and all relationships. And that kind of thinking is detrimental to your well-being. If you're having these conversations in your mind, at some point you think that this other person, or the person that you having these thoughts about, are supposed to know what you are thinking, or supposed to know what you are supposed to do. If you don't tell me where I fall short, if you don't express to me what you're feeling, there's no way I can understand you without fully you divulging or expressing yourself to me. And I want to really kind of delve into that. I don't have that much time, but I really kind of want to delve into that and say that the thoughts in our head, or these conversations in our head, where are they coming from? And why do we allow them to take a form on its own? Why do we allow them to lead us 20, 50, 2 hours, or a couple of days in our head, and it's silence in the outside world? You have your kids around you, you have your family around you, you have your significant others around you, and it's silence in the so-called reality. But in your head, it's very active and very theatrical and very animated, and you got a lot of stuff going on in your head. But the person that you are living life with, or sharing this life with, has no idea what you are thinking and who you are if you're not expressing yourself. So in one of my segments, I talked about dark thoughts in our head, right? To live in your head, which is what you're primarily doing. You're living in your head. You're living in your head, but you're dying in reality. You're dying in reality because you're not engaging in the day-to-day dynamics that we have to attend to. So you're living in your head. You think all these assorted thinking and dynamic thinking, or not dynamic. I use the wrong word there, but you're having all of this conversation in your head, but not with the person you need to have it with. And a lot of times when you let that out, you'll see for yourself, wow, it didn't happen the way you thought it would happen. A lot of times people are laden with fear based on what their heads is telling them that may on how a situation may occur. So understand that having these elaborate conversations in your head, or living in your head and having these, very animated thoughts, can be detrimental to relational experiences. And so understand that that is not living per se. That is just existing, because no one around you understands what's going on in your head. And so I've always said in the past, or people that I speak with, is like this thing between the two ears and all the stuff that goes on here, that is the only platform or terrain that darkness has to affect you negatively. Negatively. So if you're constantly in here and you're not having these communications with others, you're not talking your fears, or you're not exposing rather the fears, or you're not exposing the negative thoughts in it, then they're going to overcome you and consume you. And that's why I said in one of my segments that this here is a battleground. This here is a battleground for dark to use you. Now your mind can be used if you surrender your mind to your spirit, so that your spirit can use it for good. But if you haven't surrendered your mind to your spirit, then darkness is using that battleground, that field within you, for itself, so that it can destroy you. Understand that. So when I ask you, who are you speaking to in your head? I want you to reflect on that. And are the conversations in your head being had with the loved ones outside? Are you flushing this information with your spirit, or is darkness intruding, or is darkness the one that is steering the wheel from all these thoughts in your head? Especially when there's fear involved. When there's fear involved, that alone should tell you who's driving the car or who's steering the wheel. So reflect on that. Be mindful of that. And with that, I want to say thank you all for watching. This was a 4-part, if you will, series. Different topics, but I feel all related. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you all for watching. And remember that you are loved. Namaste. Mwah. Bye. See ya. Until next time. Mwah.
And there you have it on another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Please remember to click that subscribe button, click the bell notification, and leave your comments down below. And remember that you are loved. Thank you all for watching. Mwah! Namaste. Bye.